This podcast is brought to you by the Mice Pod. Mice Pod. At micechat.com and micepod.com. Micechat.com.
Greetings, Universal Orlando fans. It's time for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Hello, everyone.
And welcome to the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
This is episode 32.
I'm Lee.
I'm Darren.
And I'm Tracy. And unfortunately, once again, Hunter can't be with us, as he's officially started his Disney college programme at the Magic Kingdom.
Why did I write again? Hunter can't be with us again.
Deja vu.
Once again, Hunter can't be with us again. Anyway, yeah, I've spoke to him. I spoke to him last week and had a message off him.
Do you want to say that again without all that silly
No.
croakings?
No.
It drives me mad.
I don't care.
Again.
No.
Fine, leave it. It sounds like a tip.
I don't care. And he's been snowed under. He's got his first work shift, and he's worked pretty much every day since Thursday till I think he said Tuesday. When I said, "Are you free for Monday to record?" I got back. I'm off on Wednesday, which is not good to anybody, really, is it?
Well, it is free to Wednesday.
Yeah, but we don't record on a Wednesday.
Well, I know.
Hopefully, it won't be too long before he comes back, so we will keep you posted.
Yeah.
All right, absolutely. Now, don't forget, if you want to get in touch with us, you can email us at our new email address, which is podcast@uuopodcast.co.uk/br:/exe dash. No, it's actually just .com. podcast@uuopodcast.com.
Smart
I'm going to miss that, though. It's not going to be the same as it's been a standing joke for ages.
Yeah.
I like the .ook. It makes me want to go and read my Terry Pratchett.
But anyway, Darren, come on. What's coming up on this show?
Well, we're going to start off with the news.
As always.
And then we're going to bring you a trip report with the Gillam family.
Family?
Sarah Gillam?
No, that's Gilliam.
Oh, sorry.
The Gillams, there was 3 of them, actually.
Good fun it was as well.
That was very interesting.
Nice. Good. Following that, Tracy and Lee talked to Tim Grassey about the options for people visiting the parks with someone with a disability.
And then we'll say ta-ta.
Sounds pretty awesome. So on with the news.
Awesome.
Right, so I'll kick it off with the news, and Universal have just raised the price of an adult one-day ticket. That's a one-day, one-park ticket to $88. Now, when this news first came out, Disney hadn't raised that. I think I've put that in there, but anyway, we'll read it. The 3.5% increase was part of a series of price increases that the resort enacted last week, as Universal continues to ride momentum generated by the $625 million.
That's 265.
What did I say?
625.
Did I?
All the shareholders have gone, woohoo!
Sorry, I do apologise.
The share prices have just dropped now.
265 million. I think it's enough money. $265 million Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which opened 2 years ago in its Islands of Adventure theme park. Our pricing reflects the high quality of entertainment experience we offer while still providing great value, Universal spokesman Tom Schroeder said at some point.
It also reflects the speed at which you have to get the DeLorean up to travel back in time.
I like that little reference. Orlando's theme park. Does that mean the prices are going to go back over now? Because you've hit 88 miles an hour, so we're going to go back in time, so the prices will go back to what they were when it first opened.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Orlando's theme park resorts historically have raised prices almost in lockstep with one another, but Universal had in recent years typically not acted until its larger rival Disney World moved first, and when Universal raised its base price from $85 last year, it did so only about a week after Disney went to $85. Now, most of Universal's other ticket prices also rose last week. The price of a one-day two-park ticket allowing access to both parks also jumped $3 from $120 to $123. And multi-day passes rose by slightly smaller margins. A two-day single-park pass, for instance, climbed from $135.99 to $139.99, an increase of just 2.9%. Now, Universal also opted for at least the second year in a row to leave unchanged the prices of Florida resident tickets when purchased online. Our multi-day tickets are popular and we always work to provide value where our guests want it the most, Schroeder said. That's why our Florida resident online pricing and 3-day and 4-day base ticket pricing remains unchanged. Now, as I said, Disney raised their ticket prices just a few days after, and I do believe a one-day ticket to Disney is now $89. They've actually raised theirs to $1 more than Universal.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and that really evokes like a chess match going on between the two. Universal on one side and Disney on the other. And that's really what it is. I mean, it's always been a battle for control over the visitors of Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when really there's enough people to go around both.
There is, but you tend to find a lot of Disney fans that won't touch Universal, will
That's
they?
their loss.
I agree.
It's absolutely their loss, because I think that Universal and Disney actually balance each other out rather well.
Definitely.
You know, and if you didn't have the two, then it would just be Disney, and their prices would be sky high because they can.
And they also
They'd have the monopoly.
You wouldn't get as many new rides as they have done. Everybody knows that competition's good. I mean, even SeaWorld are coming into it now, and even Busch Gardens to a certain extent. Darren, you'd agree. You've got your season ticket down there. They're pushing it a lot more recently, haven't they? What with Shaker opening and the new Cheetah Hunt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think actually they were just ahead of Universal in raising their prices $3 for non-Florida residents as well. So.
Right. But it's no big surprise, is it? They all raise a ticket every year.
Mm-hmm.
$3. It's just everyone's like. I know from listening to a few podcasts, it's everyone now sort of saying when is that point where they're not going to raise it anymore?
When they hit that breaking point and the attendance drops instead of raises. Yeah.
I think I read an article when Disney posted their price increase, like just after Universal did, that they've said they expect their ticket price to hit $100 in the next 3 years. But then really, how many people hit the parks for one day? How many people buy a one-day ticket?
Right.
I wonder I'd be interested to find the percentages of visitors, because like, if people go there, they go for 2 or 3 days, or if it's us Brits going over, we'll go for 2 or 3 weeks. So you'll buy at least a 5-day ticket. I wonder how many people buy just the single-day tickets.
Right. I'd expect you to see that more often around like when Epcot's doing the Food and Wine Festival and that kind of thing. But that would probably mainly be Florida residents as well.
Yeah.
Which, like the article said, I think Disney's been about the same as Universal, as they haven't raised the Florida resident prices in a couple of years. So.
Well, we shall see. Actually, following on this next one's quite an interesting one. Actually, following on from that, Darren.
Yep, from the chessboard to the battlegrounds here. Pull down your lap bars. Universal Studios, the theme park chain now controlled by Comcast, is rolling out new weapons in its battle against Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, and Disney is fortifying its defenses.
Who wrote that? You know, I had great fun. He painted half his face blue, like Braveheart. Wait for it gets worse. Go on.
Universal's parks have always languished in the shadow of the mouse ears, and that will not change anytime soon. Disney has 8 parks in California and Florida that attract more than 3 million visitors each year, with summer the busiest season. Universal operates 3 parks with annual attendance totaling about 18 million. But Universal is starting to look a lot less puny. A $265 million Harry Potter-themed addition to its resort here sent 2010 attendance soaring 30% over the year before, draining attention from Walt Disney World in the process.
That's quite a hefty attendance peak, isn't it? 30%.
Certainly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and Universal is now racing to replicate the attraction at its parks in California and Japan while expanding the Boy Wizard's presence in Orlando. Supposedly. We don't.
Well,
I still think they're going to shock everyone, and it's just going to be, Twisterville.
Well, I'll say after the interview that Tracy and I recorded on Friday night that'll be going out in a few with two quite, I would say, prominent people in the know, it's coming.
Yeah, they're there to throw you off.
Well, maybe. Just tell them. Yep. Universal are paying them off. Just tell them anything.
Right. Twisterville is what everybody wants. So I think that's what we're going to get.
They're going to create Tornado Alley.
Yeah. Okay. To maintain momentum, Universal, with more Comcast money, is introducing a swarm of offerings. A major 3D ride themed to Michael Bay's Transformers movies has opened at Universal Studios Hollywood at an estimated cost of $100 million. New draws at Universal Orlando include a refurbished Spider-Man ride, a lavish parade, a high-tech fountain and pyrotechnics show, and a ride based on Despicable Me. Dispaced on Respectable Me. There's an incredible sense of energy and forward motion around here. Don't doubt about it, said Thomas Williams, Chief Executive of Universal Parks and Resorts. Oh, yeah, this is getting good here. Disney is watching all of this with a clenched jaw, although it has publicly dismissed a Potter-enhanced Universal as being even a remote threat, arguing accurately, analysts say, that a rising tide in Orlando lifts all boats. Disney is privately concerned about preventing market share erosion on both coasts.
Why Disney don't you speak English?
Yeah, right.
Market share erosion on both coasts. That's good. That's a whole geography lesson there, isn't it? Coasts and erosion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Disney, of course, declined to comment for this article. This insane article written by a madman that really wanted to write comic books instead.
Yeah.
At the moment, Universal is particularly hopeful that Transformers will continue an upswing at Universal Studios Hollywood, which is still best known for its tram tour of the Universal Pictures backlot, a feature that first opened in 1964. The Hollywood property in 2010 opened a new King Kong attraction, and attendance jumped 26% over the year before. So that's kind of funny, a microcosm of Harry Potter there, because their attendance overall is a lot less than Orlando. But still, just about close to the same jump in percentage there.
Yeah, for something like King Kong, which I wouldn't have thought from what it is. I know what it is, but it's not a full blown attraction, is it?
No, it's a short bit on that tram tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the 3D Transformers ride, which is a full ride, and ThemeParkInsider.com called among the very top rides in the world in a review, could move the needle again. On a tour last month, the ride show producer and former Disney employee Chick Russell pointed out how tactile effects, water, wind, heat, smoke are designed to occur in tandem with 3D action sequences. We're the best, we think, at creating the world's greatest theme park attractions, Russell said as he hopped out of the ride vehicle. That's great, too. Those sure sound like fighting words.
They do. It's very interesting at the moment because I think that Universal are coming up with the most technologically advanced rides. Especially if you look at this, the rumoured Gringotts ride.
Yeah.
If that's going to be what we've heard it's going to be amazing.
If it's half of what we've heard, it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be unbelievable. Like nothing that's anywhere.
Yeah, and I think since they've opened, really, they've held the torch in that aspect with Back to the Future at the time when they opened being, as evolved as it was. And also with the Terminator show, I mean, there's not much that tops that technology-wise back then, when it opened.
Even I think if you go as like Men in Black.
Yeah.
Because Buzz Lightyear's crap. Toy Story Mania is good, but it's, other than the 3D screens, there's nothing to it.
No.
Men in Black's a more immersive thing. You take the 3D screens out of Toy Story Mania, there's nothing.
No.
Right.
So, yeah. Definitely interesting. Actually, that Transformers ride, I've heard quite a lot of, and apparently it is stunning.
Yeah.
Not wanting to give anything away.
No.
but we do have something in the works that could involve...
You like saying things like this, don't you?
I like to dangle carrots for people. Craig says I'm...
A carrot dangler.
I'm a carrot dangler. I won't say exactly what he calls me because it's not in for polite company, but he...
Just Craig.
The carrot dangler, but...
You get the idea.
I'll mention something at the end about what potentially is going to happen. It is something I want to put out there a little bit anyway, but yeah, cool article. Very well written, I suppose.
Really?
I like it. It's funny.
I think they blew the dust off the thesaurus and said, right, let's just go through this and reword the whole thing.
One of my favourite segments next.
Yes. It's my turn now, and it's time for another This Month in History. Woohoo! So we'll rattle straight on. June the 7th, 1990, Universal Studios Florida is officially opened with a grand opening style ceremony. The park opened with 5 theme areas: the front lot, which is the entrance area, Production Central, New York, San Francisco Amity, Expo Center, Hollywood, as well as a lagoon located in the centre of the park. Now, the front lot and Production Central areas are referred to as in production. The New York section is referred to as now shooting. San Francisco and Amity sections are referred to as on location, and the Expo Center area is referred to as the World of Cinemagic Center. Nickelodeon Studios also opened on this day, where there was a grand opening ceremony hosted by Mark Summers.
Who's Mark Summers?
Oh man, he was one of my idols growing up as a kid. He hosted like every Nickelodeon show in the U.S.
Right.
Like any kind of trivia show. There was Double Dare, Family Double Dare, all those. What Would You Do? Yeah, and apparently for all the, slime and dirtiness that Nickelodeon was associated with, he was actually what do you call that? Where you don't like to get germs on you?
Germaphobe.
Yeah, germophobic, basically. Yeah.
Just Googling him now. I'll do what I find funny about
Oh my God, Mark Summers. Right, Mark Summers does Unwrapped that we watch. With the food, how they make all the...
No, I don't recognise it.
I knew the name. No, you don't watch Me and the Kids.
I think what I found this funny in this little bit here is that the park opened with 5 themed areas, yet no rides. None of the rides worked. There was just some themed areas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
What was the expo area? The expo centre, Darren? I assume that's over where Men in Black is. But that wasn't there. That was built from scratch.
Well,
that World Expo was built specifically for Men in Black. So what was there beforehand?
I suggest you go to UUOpodcast.com and read the history of Universal
Back to
Studios.
the Future would have been there.
But that's over the other side. What's where Men in Black was? Or is, sorry.
I don't even know that whole area was there.
Wasn't there a swamp thing there?
Because there was,
something
was Swamp Thing. I'm not too sure. I'm a bit hazy on that. That's also where the Bates Motel was in that area generally.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You'd have E.T. If you're going up that side, you'd have E.T. and much smaller kid zone than what they had now. And then the Bates Motel was right next to the kid zone, actually, if I can recall correctly.
Right, okay, yeah, that works well. Look, kids, Fievel, and then... What's that?
What's that mansion on the hill?
Oh, let's go and have a look.
So I'm going to plug it then. Anybody interested in finding out the history and educating themselves a little bit more, go and check out Tracy's post on the website.
Have I not just said that?
I know, it's www.uuopodcast.com. Where will they find it, Tracy? Do you know? Is it in the Universal Studios? God, there's all sorts in there.
Yeah, just go and find it, because if you tell them exactly where to go, it's like the supermarket's changing stuff around. If you have to browse, they'll find other things.
We did a search function on our website.
No.
Anyway.
It's more fun this way. Anyway, yes. We're going off on one. Back to the history. June the 12th, 2003, Shrek 4D opened, which replaced Alfred Hitchcock, The Art of Making Movies.
Bummer.
No, I was waiting for the response.
Big bummer.
I'll be honest.
Hitchcock was so much better.
I used to like Shrek, and since we started this podcast and talked to more and more people, it's made me realise that it really is crap. It's not crap, it's just not good.
It's a one-trick donkey.
Yeah, compared to what it took over, the Hitchcock was just amazing, especially...
Yeah.
Like the birds section, and I can still remember from when I was a little kid, so... It was a 3D attraction, and yeah, it was the first one that had like that really advanced 3D where it looked like it was directly in front of you. So yeah, you had birds flying in your face and signposts flying over and that kind of thing. It was just amazing.
I think the one good thing for something like Shrek is that the real people eaters, aren't there? 2 screens on either side. The whole thing probably holds 150 people, plus the holding room. The real people eaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Right at the front of the park as well.
Hitchcock looks and sounds cooler.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Shrek fits better at the moment, especially with it trying to project this family-friendly image, with the whole...
Yeah, but Hitchcock's part of the history, and
well,
they seem to be forgetting the past.
They are very much forgetting. That's what
made
Universal do, though, isn't it? Anyway.
You need some nods to the past.
They do.
They do. They keep things like E.T. and Twister in. Which are no
And
longer
get rid
relevant.
of stuff like Jaws.
Fools. Anyway, moving on. June the 6th, 2007, the Blue Man Group Sharp Aquas Theatre opened in City Walk, replacing Nickelodeon Studios.
Is it classed as being in City Walk?
Yeah, it's got an entrance from City Walk.
Yeah, but it's kind of next to Universal, isn't it?
It's still an entrance from City Walk.
Can you get into it from Universal?
Okay then. Hard Rock.
You don't.
No.
Hard Rock.
You could before.
Cafe restaurant thing. That's right next door, and you class that as City Walk.
It's not right next door.
It is. Yeah. I mean, I've been there recently, and they're really close to each other. And the entrance to the Aquas Theater is set way back in between the two.
Right.
So, because it used to be a park accessible area when it was Nickelodeon Studios. So, they basically blocked off on the park side and then created a pathway all the way from City Walk to it.
All right, I sit corrected.
Good.
Sorry, I'd just like to say, someone tweeted on the last one about, was it Derek Bergen said we should have a new sponsor because apparently I yawn all the way through it, so there's some drink I should be drinking. I can't remember what it was now.
Anyway, that was short but sweet.
It was.
This month in history.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I got the next one here. Universal Orlando has introduced an annual pass deal for Florida residents that gives pass holders access to its 2 theme parks for 15 months. All 3 types of Universal's annual passes are eligible, ranging from $164.99 to $349.99. Note, the least expensive passes come with blackout dates. The offer must be purchased. The offer must be purchased and activated by August 31st. Universal recently added or upgraded some key attractions. At Islands of Adventure, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man is now presented in high definition, and Universal Studios theme park now features Universal Superstar Parade and the Cinematic Spectacular, an end-of-the-night lagoon show with fireworks, fountain-based effects, and movie clips. You guys heard about that? I haven't heard anything about that. I think we've talked about that plenty on here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Opening this summer at the studios, Universal has not announced a more exact date yet. Will be Despicable Me Minion Mayhem, a 3D experience in which guests will undergo Minion training and will attend a dance party with the yellow-goggled creatures from the 2010 film. For more information or to purchase annual passes, go to www.universalorlando.com.
Looking after the Florida residents, aren't they?
I think that's good.
Mm-hmm. That's your bread and butter for me, isn't it, though?
It is.
They're the ones you want to look after because they're the people that are going to come back all the time.
They're also the people that if they have visitors, they're going to bring them to the park.
Yeah.
So look after, you look after your locals and they'll look after you.
Definitely.
Yeah. Other places should remember that.
And as far as Despicable Me goes,
I'm quite excited about it now.
The people were expecting it to soft open. What are we today? The 4th. They were actually expecting it to soft open yesterday. And it didn't. Now they're saying that team member soft opening is going to be before proper soft open, but it should be within the next 2 weeks, or when this goes out, the next week. So, but yeah, it's good to see they're looking after their looking after the locals, as it were. I wish they'd look after us a bit more, but there you go.
I think they look after you guys plenty. You guys get some pretty good deals as well.
We do, actually.
Yeah.
As long as you want to stay there for half a year, basically.
I'd like to stay there for half a year.
Brilliant.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
And stay for half a year, same price as 3-day park pass.
Yeah.
I'll be there now.
Yeah.
Too right. Right, should we move on to the next one?
Aye.
Yep, right. Well, Universal Orlando last week unveiled their new SpongeBob StorePants merchandise store in Woody Woodpecker's Kids Zone area. Now, that replaced the old Universal Cartoon store. The store includes plenty of SpongeBob merchandise as well as photo ops and a meet and greet, which I do believe there was before. Anywhere.
What was that, sorry?
The SpongeBob meet and greet? Where
Yeah,
was
I
that?
know.
They got rid of it, didn't they? While Despicable Me's been getting done out.
Where was it?
It was in the.
It wasn't the cartoon store.
No, it was next. You came out of
Oh, Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron,
Yeah,
and
it's
it was
what
in
it
the
fed into the-
SpongeBob shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the cartoon store. The
Okay,
cartoon
yeah.
store's where that is now
Yeah.
in Kids Zone.
Anyway. All right, yeah. I'm with you, yeah. So, yeah, if you want to head over to www.uuopodcast.com for our post with the photos. Have a good look around.
It is. It does look really cool. Have you seen it, Darren?
No, I have not looked yet.
I have actually had
The host.
a question. Is SpongeBob StorePants actually going to sell square pants?
I don't think so. There's plenty of merchandise. There's tons of merchandise
There is some
in
great
there.
stuff in there.
I
love
she said there's
SpongeBob.
some good. There's like the pineapple you can get your picture taken with, and loads of daft stuff. It does look really cool. It's good to see that they're keeping that Nickelodeon homage, as it were.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at, see, here you go, live reaction. It's something you can only get on the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. And it looks really cool. There's a lot of yellow in there.
Yes, I think I do
And I
believe.
love that sign, price is so low, it's piracy.
Yeah.
I think someone left a comment on our page. Oh, go on, we'll give him us. Craig, as always, and he literally just left. It's yellow.
Yeah.
Go on then, Darren. The most
Yes.
controversial news.
Oh, hold on. I have to get back to my news.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, yes. Dun, dun, dun. Universal have added a new ride reservation system to Islands of Adventure in the form of Qbot. The Qbot ride system is a small digital handheld device that you run at the front of the park, about the size of the old Tamagotchis. Use this device to reserve a ride time for your chosen ride, and when it's your time to ride, you head to the attraction. Your reservation is checked, and you enter through the express line. We rang Universal, and they told us there is a $30 deposit to be paid on collection of the device, and the device is good for up to 6 people, but is priced per person and can be bought for as little as $21 per person. There are 2 different options, a limited and unlimited reservation device. The limited option allows you to reserve each ride once. The unlimited option allows you to reserve times for rides multiple times. Either way, only one ride can be reserved at a time. Again, head over to UUOpodcast.com for more in-depth look at the Qbot system.
Yeah, that price there, as we found out, it seems to be like the express passes now. Like I was saying before we started recording, Darren, that price will go up as you get into the more peak times.
Yeah, that $21 is probably like one day in May.
And
Each year, it's $21.
I assume that's for the limited one as well. Because
Yeah,
the prices we first heard, sorry Darren, the prices I think was the price we heard, I don't know whether this was for now or whatever, but the tweet that we heard originally was $33 for the limited and $40 for the unlimited.
Yeah.
Now, what's the express pass at the moment, Darren? Do you know what price it is? It's quite expensive, the express pass, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it always is.
It's going to be interesting to see, because we sort of...
Oh, excuse me, sorry. Universal's website has automatic sound now.
Don't worry, I've done that before. Yeah, because if you had the choice, if there were a few bucks difference, if you had the choice, you'd go for the express pass, because like we were saying at the beginning, Darren, the way the Qbot works is you can only reserve a specific time, and you can only reserve one ride at a time. Whereas with the unlimited, you can get the unlimited express pass. All right, it's well expensive, but you just go and go and go and go. All right, we'll go right there, right. Whereas this, you're having to reserve a time, and you can't. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what
looks
sort
like
of.
looks like both parks right now are running $45 to $70 by the end of the month.
And that's just for the one ride per ride.
That's the Express Plus pass. Yeah, I believe that's just one time. Yeah.
So you think you get the Qbot for even if it's $40, and you're getting unlimited? But it's just I'm interested to, because like it sounds very similar to we've discussed it a bit already, the Disney Fast Pass thing.
Yeah.
But you can't get another. You can't reserve another ride at Disney until either your window opens,
Right.
or you've used the one you've got, or 2 hours. It's 2 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't. You get another fast pass until either 2 hours from when you got your first one, or your time window's open. This one, like if you could go in the park in the morning and reserve your first ride, and it might not be till 10 o'clock. See, I'm interested to see how it works. I'm going to put a little addendum on this. If there's anybody listening who's used it at Islands of Adventure since they've started using it, please get in touch. We'd be interested to talk to you and find out how it works and how you found it work. Definitely just give us an email at UUO podcast. No, it isn't. I don't even know what my bloody email is. Podcast at uuopodcast.com, and potentially maybe get you on the show to discuss it with us. But I'm very interested to see how it works, because it does seem interesting.
Yeah. Now,
The single park prices are in line with that. They start off this month $29.99 and go up to $49.99. So that does seem more in line with the actual price of what we've heard of the Qbot.
It seems to me like they're wanting to, and I think I said this to you, Darren, before we started, that they're wanting to manage the times more. They can see how many people are potentially looking to express a ride. They can surely they'll have some system set up somewhere they can see, right, at this point in time at 10 o'clock 50 people are reserved to go through the express line for Spider-Man, so they can sort of gauge how busy the attractions are and potentially, I don't know, pull out extra characters to try and give people that aren't queuing in the rides, might think, I'm not going to do that, but I want something to do. Do you know? It's weird. I don't know what the thought is behind it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just jumping in. A few hours ago, 2 or 3 hours ago, I got tweeted by Edward Leary. And he was saying he's going in August, staying at the Royal Pacific. I've asked him to let us know what it's like.
Definitely.
And he's wondering, will the Express Pass still be available to guests, or is this going to replace it? Now, I've let him know that we don't know at the moment, but as soon as we hear anything, of course, you guys are going to be the first to know.
There is a rumour, I don't know how strong it is, but what I've heard is that it's potentially going to replace the front of the line access from the hotels. I mean, that's just something I heard. It's not Universal haven't said anything. Well,
that's something you're going to be given as part of your hotel stay, because if you stay in a hotel paying those prices and then you're asked to pay that extra, I think that's a bit cheeky of them.
But no, I mean, not pay extra for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But then they've just installed the photo thing for your Express Pass for the room. We announced it on the show a month or so ago, didn't we? About having the photographs put on your room key, so you couldn't abuse the system. So surely they wouldn't put that in place to then.
Yeah, and you can still, the website makes no mention of the Qbot, of course, Universal Studios website. You can still buy your conventional standard Express Pass and Express Plus Pass for Islands of Adventure until at least September 30th of this year. So, I mean, it's going to be an optional thing at least until that point.
Well, as I said to you, Darren, on we found out about it on Saturday. I think Saturday. This comes out on Friday, so it was last Saturday. I got in, started drafting the web post up, and I couldn't really find any sort of substantial information on it. So I actually phoned guest services at Universal and asked the woman on the phone about it, and she didn't know anything about it.
No, it's
She
quite amusing,
basically
actually.
said, "Oh, we've just started using that today, have we?" Right. Just bear with me a second and I'll go and see if I can find something out for you. And it's like, hang on, how do I know before you do? But there you go. Anyway, we'll definitely try and keep on top of it over the coming weeks and months to see what happens. But there you go. It's very interesting. More money grabbing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's it. On with the show.
So that'll bring us to our trip report, and we would like to welcome on for this one Jason, Amy, and Jonas Gillam. Hi guys.
Hiya.
Hey.
Hello. Hi.
Hiya.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's the first child we've had on our podcast.
It's the first family.
Yes.
We've had
First
on our
time we've done a trip
podcast.
report with 3 people.
Yes.
We feel honored.
Good. I'm glad you
I
are.
wouldn't be.
Aw.
So yes, you know the format for our trip reports
have
by now, I'm sure.
Certainly.
Yep, so we're just going to crack on with the usual. Tracy's drinking her tea. How
Sorry.
English is that?
That's very English.
Oh, yes.
I'm English. Right, shall I
First question
fire
away. And whoever wants to answer, feel free, or everyone talk over the top of each other, whatever.
We don't mind.
It'll prepare us for what's happening tomorrow.
Shh.
That's how it usually works in our house.
Oh,
We don't
yes.
talk over each other.
A normal family then. That's good. So when did you last visit and who did you go with?
Well, it was the 3 of us together, and we were there in October from the 10th through the 13th, 2011.
Very good, very good. So when you went, where did you stay?
The first night we stayed at the Crown Plaza, and that was quite nice, and it was nearby, and they had transportation to the park, which was important to us. We didn't want to have the hassle of running through the parking lots and trying to walk really, really far when we knew it was going to be a long day.
Yeah.
And then the second night, we decided to suck it up and stay at the Hard Rock.
Oh, yes.
Excellent choice.
That renders questions inept already, doesn't
That's
it? Not
fine.
inept, that's the wrong word.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say inedible.
Inedible.
It's been a long day.
Okay.
It's been a very long day.
But the Hard Rock was just an excellent choice because when we went on Tuesday, it was when we stayed at the Crown Plaza, and Tuesday was not really crowded, but we noticed it picking up as the day went on. And one of the gals in the park had said to us, I said, well, how do you think it'll be tomorrow? And she said, well, Wednesday should be okay over in Islands of Adventure. She said, but by Thursday, things really pick up.
Yeah.
So we thought, well, then let's do it. So we, with checking in for Wednesday night overnight, you got the benefit of, the Wednesday and Thursday early admission to Islands of Adventure, and that was critical.
There is, honestly, I don't know how you would do the Wizarding World of Harry Potter without early admission, unless you're willing to stand in line for
An hour. Hours, not an hour. Hours.
Right. Yes,
You could hit menopause waiting.
Okay.
Oh, dear. I'll bear that in mind.
I have heard, I don't know whether you experienced it when you were there, that the queue for Ollivanders is generally longer than the one for the Forbidden Journey.
It is, and we knew that going into it, so that was the first thing we got in line for. We didn't run back to get in line for Forbidden Journey. We went straight to Ollivanders.
And that was really important to a certain member of the household here. Speak up. Tell them.
It was.
Well, why don't you tell them about Ollivanders?
Yeah. We'd
We'd
like
love
to
to
hear.
hear.
It looked a lot like it.
What were you telling me about the guy who played Ollivander?
The guy who played Ollivander sounded a little bit like Dumbledore.
Okay.
Ooh.
Was it a good experience?
Yep,
Tell them what happened.
I got picked.
How did you get picked? He got picked
Oh,
to
brilliant.
actually be the kid. So, yeah, it was amazing. My husband and I were we were choked up watching this, thinking, what would it be like if this was our child and he was really going off to wizarding school? Here he is getting his first wand, and we're sitting there. It's just such a transportation. You really feel like you're somewhere else, and you're just imagining this whole other world.
And in Flourish and Blots, it was so crowded. I mean, it has all the clothing and stuff. When you walked in, it was like elbow to elbow.
Wow.
You were trying to walk through everybody.
Well, I think
that was like when before we got in on our Fast Pass thing. Express Pass.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's
Early
important,
in the
though,
morning.
that you guys also tell them how you stack the deck, because our son has somewhat of a resemblance to Harry Potter, at least because he wears the glasses, he has his hair cut somewhat like that. But they stacked the deck by putting a tattoo of a scar in the shape of a lightning bolt on his forehead.
Good idea.
Yeah, we did. I got some Halloween tattoos and cut it up till it looked like a lightning bolt, and we put that on his forehead. And then he wore his dragon shirt, which was also, I think, key. And the three of us were all dressed in our matching dragon shirts. And we went through the first time, and it was the very first, show of the day. And Jonas didn't get picked, so I said, well, let's just try it one more time and see what happens. And sure enough, he got picked that time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, wonderful.
When I got my wand, you could find a wand with 3 notches, but you could never find the one exactly the same. There would be 4 kind of holes in it, but you could never find another one with 4 holes in it.
Ooh.
Cool.
And always.
Yeah, that is one of the things I thought was interesting, is that you can buy the wands that belong to the different characters, and those are all pretty much the same. But the wands that Ollivander matches to you are all different, at least to some degree. I mean, they're really making an effort to paint them differently, form them differently.
Once he was given his in the experience, and we carried it into the other room where they like you to pay for these things.
Yes.
Okay, when we did that, then we went over to a big wall of wands, and there are some folks stationed there, and they will help you select your wand, and they ask questions about your birthday and things like that, and then they start to pull out some possible wands. Well, we started looking for Jonas's wand, the one that he had been given, and we couldn't find it anywhere in this huge wall of wands, and there were many, many, many similar ones, but none of them were exactly the same. So it seemed they'd really done a nice job of making you feel like you got your wand.
Yeah.
That wand picked the wizard like the book said it should.
Cool.
Excellent.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. It makes it even more special, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It was fun.
So this morning he was quite articulate about how awesome Ollivander's was.
Yeah. That's it. Got them to speak to the public.
Are we the public now, are we?
Well, we have other people out there. But are you pleased with your wand, Jonas?
What?
Are you pleased with your wand?
Yep.
Good. Excellent.
You'll never guess who he was for Halloween.
Tinkerbell.
Pardon? Blasphemy,
sorry.
how dare you?
That would be her.
No, I would never be Tinkerbell. I am the least likely person for that. Thank you very much.
Were you Harry Potter?
Yep.
Cool.
Very cool. So can I ask, what was your ticket type?
We had a 4-day, 2-park ticket.
Sounds good. I mean, because from our point of view, we get different tickets over in the UK. Because obviously we tend to go for more length of time. We would get a 14-day ticket, and it works out so cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We just the 4-day ticket fit perfectly. I couldn't. All we really needed was a 3-day, but we couldn't find a 4-day that was any cheap. We couldn't find a 3-day that was any cheaper than a 4-day. So.
Yeah.
And we really wanted to avoid the weekend.
Definitely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And
the Monday before we went was Columbus Day,
right,
which is a holiday here, and it was apparently very, very, very crowded. So we had skipped that day intentionally, and Tuesday, they told us afterwards, was the lightest day of that week. So that was the one day we went without express passes, so we were very fortunate that that was the lightest day of the week.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you saying the Wizarding World was busy. How did you find the rest of Islands of Adventure?
On Wednesday, the rest of Islands of Adventure wasn't too awfully bad.
The big ones had 30-minute waits.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I would have had nearly as much fun if we hadn't had the express passes, because those just, your wait was 5 minutes, if that, for everything.
Yeah.
It just made you feel like because we only had 3 days in the park, we could really do it all.
Yeah.
So anybody that's on time constraints, I just think you need to go stay in the hotel, one of the Lowe's properties, deal with the fact that it costs more, but know that you can just get off, get on the rides. It's fantastic. It's not just a one-shot deal like you'd buy in the park.
Yeah. Just going back to your ticket, the 4-day ticket, were you able to hop between the two parks, or was it just one park one day?
It's a 2-day ticket, a two-park ticket. So
but I know it's 2 park, but I don't know whether they could decide like halfway through the day, like we do.
Like a park hopper option on it.
Yeah, like to go over to Universal, or because I know some you can, some you can't. Sorry, that was long-winded.
Did it have park hopper on it then? Basically,
the last day that we were there, we hopped it like 6 times.
Cool.
We switched parks. So
we timed our last day. Rip Ride Rocket was down in the studios the first day, so we didn't get a chance to ride that, and we're roller coaster fanatics.
Right.
So Wednesday we had devoted thoroughly and entirely to Islands of Adventure, with the idea that, well, Thursday we'll see what happens and try to hit up the best ofs or anything we missed. And Thursday morning was kind of a surprise when we got to Islands of Adventure. The Big Deal ride was down.
Forbidden Journey.
Yeah, I mean.
So all these people were in and nowhere to go.
Yeah, they were
it was so funny
all the way out of Hogsmeade.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, you've got a whole stream of all these people, and they're all heading toward Forbidden Journey, and they're all being turned away. And then they were staring at the walls going, what do we do?
Really?
Yeah.
That's quite sad, really, though, isn't it? The Islands of Adventure has so much more to offer that people just think that it's just the Wizarding World now.
I know.
Well, especially during that first hour when the Wizarding World was the only thing that's open, people were just lost. And I was amazed that they didn't look around more at Hogsmeade, because
it's amazing.
The city of Hogsmeade is so intricate, and there's so many details. You just have to go and look at everything.
We did what any good Potter family would do when the ride shut down. We went and had butterbeer.
Oh, yes.
Excellent.
We had so much butterbeer. It was... We were just fatally attracted to butterbeer.
So go on then. It's not a question that we generally ask till later, but we'll go in now. Jason, frozen or normal?
Normal.
Jonas,
frozen or normal? Frozen. Amy?
Normal.
Interesting.
Now,
because we can't answer that.
You got to preface that by saying he doesn't like anything carbonated.
Right.
Jonas does not like soda, so he was not into the butterbeer at all. But yeah, when the ride was shut down, I said, well, let's get a butterbeer. Because that's my answer to anything. Let's get a butterbeer.
Sounds like a good answer to me.
Riding Dragon Challenge. Let's have a butterbeer.
And why not?
It's a new family tradition.
Well, plus the lines for butterbeer get ridiculously long as you go during the day. So, butterbeer is the breakfast of champions.
Oh, yes.
Exactly.
The tip is to go in the Hog's Head.
Yes, you have to go into the Hog's Head and get your butterbeer, especially during the day, because it's amazing how many people don't realize that you can just walk into the Hog's Head and get a butterbeer, and there's no line there, whereas out on the street, there'll be 30 or 40 people waiting in line.
Because everybody sees it. It's there for everybody to see at that point, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, I really need to go.
Yeah. I know it's sad that we're talking about we haven't even been.
Well, they also told us there was a very specific way we're to consume our butterbeer.
Yes, your first butterbeer, you must pretty much
Drink it and get it on your lips.
All right.
and you need the just the tiniest bit of
Butterbeer.
foam on your nose.
We shall remember that.
They told us this was the official way to do it, so yeah.
And have your family photograph it so they can stick it out on Facebook
I
later.
bet, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure. Right. So let's on with the next question.
So anyway, when that ride was down, I said let's head over to Studios because we saw them testing Rip Ride Rockets that morning. So we bolted over there. And,
we did Mummy first.
And
we did Mummy.
No,
then
not that morning. We went straight to Rip Ride Rockets.
Oh yeah, it was open then. We went to the Mummy.
We rode that 3 times in a row, Rip Ride Rocket.
3 times. Quick.
That's pretty good going because when we were there, it took us 2 hours to get 2 rides on it.
Yeah.
We rode it 3 times in about, 20 minutes?
Wow.
Yeah.
If that, off, on. It was right when it opened, though. I mean, we were there at 9 a.m.
And you do know about the secret codes, right?
Yes.
Oh, let me tell you. You can pick some really strange songs.
I do believe there's a Muppet song on there.
Yeah, moving right along.
That was my personal favorite, was to be listening to the Muppets while riding a ride at Universal.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That was always Hunter. That was the one that Hunter always wanted to ride.
That's the one I wanted to ride too. Yeah.
So go on then. Each one in turn again. Favourite park out of the 2. Jason.
Favorite park will be Islands.
Jonas.
Islands.
Amy, you're going to make it 3 for 3.
It's obvious. It's Islands.
Yeah. Now, in each park, do you have a favourite ride first off? Jason? For each park, a favourite ride, please.
Favorite ride in Islands is hands down Forbidden Journey. And it's really trite coming from somebody who's a Harry Potter fan. However, I've done some, looking into how the ride mechanism works, because I'll tell you, of all the simulators I've been on, that one blends everything perfectly. It's just so seamless when you transition from the things that are on video to the things that are real to the animatronics, back to video. The way it moves you through just makes it absolutely delightful. So in Islands, that's my favorite. And in Studios, it's actually harder for me to pick a favorite in Studios. So what I thought I would say is my favorite was the biggest surprise for me, and that was The Simpsons.
Ooh.
We're not big Simpsons fans, really. I mean, I've seen, a few episodes, but not a whole lot. But wow, the sense of humor and detail in that ride is hysterical.
It is.
There's so many little things hidden here and there, and you really have to watch all the way around, especially when you're going through the queue, to the things that happen all around you.
Yeah. So, Jonas, what are your favourite rides in each park?
My favorite in Islands it's a tie between Forbidden Journey and what's it called? Dueling Dragons?
Dueling Dragons.
Okay, Dueling Dragons.
No, it's Dragon Challenge.
No, Dragon Challenge.
Yeah.
And in the Studios, I have to say Rip Ride Rocket or Mummy.
Good choices.
Good choice, yes, definitely. Were the dragons dueling when you were there?
No.
Well, actually, the last time that we rode it, we left the station simultaneously, which was kind of concerning because of what we'd heard about an accident happening. But when we started our incline up the hill, they slowed us down and let the other dragon go ahead. And then Jonas and I rode Dragon Challenge, I don't know how many times, easily, each one.
In one day.
In one day.
Yeah,
and we experimented.
Our favorite had to be Chinese Fireball. It's more intense. When you hit the hill, you go right into a corkscrew. So
that's one that was fire, then, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we checked out the G-forces from various seats in each of the dragons.
Excellent. That's what I like to
We
hear.
got tried once, so.
We all came to the conclusion that the ride is more intense on the Chinese Fireball.
In the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for
Oh, yeah.
for a little boy who's obsessed with blue, it was very hard. I was surprised for him to admit that the red roller coaster was better.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Yeah, it's good to know. So, Amy, same question to you. Favorite ride at each park?
At Islands of Adventure, it's definitely Forbidden Journey.
Yeah.
It's
everybody's gonna
amazing.
say that.
It's just when you get on there, though. I mean, spiders spit at you, and Dementors come at you, and they try to quote kiss you like they do in the book. And there's this horrible blue light that starts streaming out towards you, and suddenly you're flying on a broom through Quidditch, and it all seems quite real. It's amazing. I found myself more in love with the books than ever after I did that experience. I came home and I just devoured the books all over again.
And I figured out on Forbidden Journey, if you want to not be like the dragon right in front of you, you have to sit all, there were like 4 seats, you have to sit all the way at the very end. Because my dad, he kept on sitting in the same spot. He always was in front of the Dementor that was trying to kiss him, and he was always in front of the dragon that was like... Right.
So if you have someone that frightens easily and you want to torment them, put them in the right-hand side of the particular ride.
And, that's information I always like to hear.
Raymond.
When I was on the far hand left, when I sat there, because it gets loud. When you get in the Chamber of Secrets, it gets really loud. But when we were in the Forbidden Forest with the spiders, if you sat in the far left hand, there was a squirter right in front of you when you came to it, and I got squirted.
Yeah, trust me, I was in the left-hand squirter, and anything resembling any type of spider attack is the worst nightmare of my life. So I can tell you that part of the ride was extremely scary. And then I guess I really did enjoy like Jonas Dragon Challenge, but I'm a sucker for a good coaster, and that's kind of nice, that coaster, because it feels like a coaster the whole way through.
Yeah.
It's not like one big hill and then now we have to sit here for another minute and wait to return to the station.
It's such a shame that it's not dueling anymore.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like I said, we were probably 15 seconds behind the other one on our last ride.
I was also always surprised that Hogsmeade would be just jammed full of people, and the line for that was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Even without an express pass. I was like, why aren't these people riding this ride? What's wrong with... Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we're just the only roller coaster freaks here today.
And then in studios, I would agree with Jonas on Rip Ride Rocket and
Mummy.
And then the Mummy. The fire effects in the Mummy are outstanding. But just that first hill in Rip Ride Rocket, that sudden movement upward, and wow.
Straight up.
And the sensation of picking a tune and just it's cranking through you, in your seat. It seems like the music's blaring, but you're, 6 inches from the person next to you, and they're listening to something completely different, and you can hear each other's music. It's your own personal roller coaster ride.
It is very clever, I've got to admit. So I'm not a fan of it. I've got to admit the technology in there.
I think the problem was we looked at it from a different perspective, rather than you looked at it from a whole theme park objective, rather than looking at it as a coaster on its own. Yeah. You looked at how it fits in the park and the whole thing, rather than just
right. Because from a view looking at it standpoint, it really looks strange to be stuck right in the middle where it is.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing you have to do, though. When you ride that ride, because it's shooting video of you as you ride it, you have to make sure that you are jamming in tune with your music and doing appropriate motion. So, for instance, when I did Casey and the Sunshine Band, I was making sure that I was doing my Saturday Night Fever move from... And my video, when I was done, was hysterical to see a 46-year-old woman dancing disco on a roller coaster at 60 miles an hour.
I was not doing that. I was going, oh.
Jonas, what song did you pick?
I don't remember what my first one was, but I do remember I did the Muppets for next 2 times we did it.
Cool.
Moving right along. I did not know how to do the secret code in the beginning. Then my dad told me, and then I did it. But when you go down that hill and then you go into that building, you know that part where you kind of go through a building?
Yeah.
It kind of has a cut. Oh, yeah, I liked it. That was fun. That's when they take the picture. So I was like, I remembered it, and I was like, I just got in the right pose that I wanted, and then I just started to take a picture.
Try not to look stupid at that part.
Yeah.
I mean, some people go, ah!
We rode the Mummy that many times. The second time we went over, didn't we? They knew where the camera was, and we were pulling stupid faces at it and all sorts.
Yeah, we were yawning, pretended to be asleep, and it was just...
I could actually sleep on a roller coaster. It's happened before. On a really long one in Kentucky Kingdom, I fell asleep.
Oh.
And
That's a rare talent.
Well, I guess what makes Universal so unique to me is, I mean, we're theme park fanatics. We go to lots of them, but this one to me was a thrill park. Definitely a grown-up park. So if you have really small children, I just don't think there's as much there for you. You know, yes, you've got Seuss, but it's definitely more of a thrill seeker park, and that's what I am. So I was really excited because I've been dragged to the Mouse House many, 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 many times.
I wonder by who that could have been.
I can't say that. I have nothing about that, but I'll cut that bit out because I can't say I'm a Disney fan as well, but I am.
Well, I'm a huge
Well, we
Disney
both
fan.
are. We all are, but...
And that was the thing for me. I had been to Universal back in the 90s, early 90s, long before Islands of Adventure. And I remember going through it and going, I don't know, it's a nice park, but I wasn't really thrilled with it. But now that they've built islands and they've made the other changes that they've made, I'll tell you, it is an amazing park, and I am glad that they're doing well.
Yeah,
Yes.
us too.
Yeah.
It exceeded our expectations on every level.
Well, that's good to hear.
Nice.
So just going on to least favourite rides now in each park. So Jason.
Least favorite.
The Cat in the Hat because it's closed.
Good reason.
That was the one of the things we were depressed about because we really wanted to see the Cat in the Hat, but that was closed all 3 days that we were there. Could I say Storm Forced Acceleration just simply because I can't stand going around in circles?
Yes, you can.
That would be the vomit comet for him.
Yeah, I'll be the same. I've never been on it.
I have.
Jonas wrote that one on his own. Boy, it's really tough to pick one in Universal that I don't like.
Twister.
Well, you know, I can say Twister, but I'll tell you, I'm a fan of the movie. I enjoyed the film.
Yeah.
I'm a Storm fanatic.
And my wife just loves that stuff. So to have that scene and the bits and pieces from the film was cute. But yeah, I guess you're right. If I'm going to have to pick one, Twister's an easy one to pick because it would be the lowest one on the totem pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonas.
My least favorite ride in Islands of Adventure, which one did I know? Oh, Jaws.
No, that's never in studios.
But you can tell that story.
Yeah, go ahead and tell that story.
When I was in Universal Studios, we went to Jaws, and my mom called a friend, and because she read it before and she knew exactly what row and where to put me. They put me exactly where Jaws popped up, and exactly where Jaws, like, you know how he comes up with his fin?
Yep.
Yeah.
They put me exactly where his fin just goes under.
Yeah, we did that with Raymond.
I was like,
The second time the shark appears, it comes right at the middle of the boat for the left person sitting on the left-hand side, and that is exactly where we placed him.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen his eyes bug out of his head. He was jumping over onto my lap. It was so funny because he's not that kind of kid, but his eyes were bugging out of his head, and that shark looked as real as anything. And he wants to be a marine biologist when he grows up.
I don't think I will now. There's a big shark about to eat me in half.
Which one don't you like in the studios? Or Islands?
Yeah.
I don't think I have one. Oh, Dr. Doom's Fall.
Oh, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, that one was not. It went beep, 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 and then it's done.
Yeah, I think it's a good ride, but it just doesn't last long enough.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we said. That was just.
So it took you longer to go through the queue and buckle up than the ride. I mean,
It's such a shame because the view over the park from the top of it's amazing.
Exactly. It is a gorgeous view, but you only get it for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, pretty much.
If your eyes are open.
Well, there's that.
Yeah. You just won't do it now, will you?
On that we didn't mention that I really enjoyed, as far as really enjoyed and went back for, surprisingly over and over again, I really liked Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I had the best time in Spider-Man. I just loved
amazing.
it.
Yeah. It's not having done Harry Potter, it's our favourite.
Without a doubt. I can't wait for it to get its HD makeover because it deserves it.
Yeah. Well, I kept saying to my husband, I can't imagine this getting better. It's just so much fun. I mean, the feeling of him jumping on the hood of your vehicle and the heat from Doc Octopus's thing shooting
and then the
flames
water
at you.
from
Hydro Man.
Hydro-Man.
Yeah, it was great.
I'm not Marvel. I do not read comics.
I'm a big Spider-Man fan.
Yeah. So, Amy, what are your least favourite rides in both parks?
Well, it's hard to say in Islands of Adventure. I just had such a great time in that park. I'm finding it difficult to find fault with it.
Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom would be it just because of the shortness of it.
Yeah.
But I do like rides that fire you up and give you a big drop.
That was a big.
Or Pteranodon Flyers. We didn't like that one because they wouldn't let us on.
Yeah,
we brought a kid.
Too big.
Why?
Even our kid was too big.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, aw.
That's a shame.
I'm sorry, you're all too tall for this ride. Well, the smallest person in our family would be our 9-year-old, and he's over 5 feet now.
In our family now.
Yeah.
Not all of our family would be Haley.
Well, that's not in our immediate family. We're all over 6 feet here, so Jonas is the only one under 6 feet in this house.
I'm 5 feet.
Least favorite in the studios, dear?
Don't really have one. I don't really know. I mean, I agree with you on Twister, where it could have been more, but my first job out of college that I was offered was a weather girl position. So I have this obsession with tornadoes, and eventually when I win the lottery, I will be a tornado chaser. You can just look for my video. So if I ever pick the right numbers, you will see me on the Weather Channel. I'll be the idiot in the middle of the tornado broadcasting.
Tracy will see you because she loves storm chases.
It's on my bucket list is to go chasing storms.
See, that's on my list too.
Yes.
Okay, Lee, while they're doing that, we'll go do something sensible.
I think so, yes.
Well, have a butterbeer.
Yeah, we'll be at Universal again.
There you go.
We'll be at Universal again checking out the movie.
So, did you eat in any of the restaurants inside the parks when you were there?
Yes, we did. Which one was it? The one
Well, we did the meal plan for Jonas because
that worked out great.
he's a bottomless pit.
And I would eat like 3 pizzas and then still be hungry.
But started getting sick of chocolate chip cookies, hey?
Yeah, when we were at Circus McGurkus, what was his name? Chris, I don't like chocolate, and they don't like me having it.
We've experienced that.
And he let me. They were Dippin' Dots, but that was only on the adult menu, and he let me get Dippin' Dots.
Oh, that's nice.
They substituted because he basically wasn't getting to have any dessert because, as you said, chocolate chip cookies are everywhere. And if your child, is allergic to chocolate or you don't want them to have chocolate, if you got to have, some rainbow flavored sherbet.
It was my
Dippin'
favorite
Dots.
place to eat because I love the detail around it, and I liked how the ride came through once in a while. just gave you something to look at.
And then we had, on our last day, was it what? No, it was Wednesday, we had lunch at Mythos.
And what did you reckon to Mythos?
I thought it was delicious.
I did too. It was, the atmosphere was really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Lots to look at, lots of detail in that place too.
I think it's lovely.
And I'm a foodie, so I'm very I'm critical of places to eat and always skeptical about how good food's going to be in an amusement park.
Yeah.
And Mythos, very good, delicious.
That's good to hear, because we've heard like differing reviews lately, haven't we?
Yeah, and the menu's changed quite a lot since we ate there. So there doesn't seem to be anything the same as.
How long has it been since we
I know,
ate
that's
there?
what I'm saying.
6 years.
Yeah, and nothing was the same as the menu when we went. So of course we can't really pass judgment on it anymore. So it's good to hear that it's still a good place to eat.
Oh, we quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, we made our reservation the day before, which definitely needed to happen because there were just loads of people sitting around hoping that someone wouldn't show or, by some stroke of luck they would be able to get in. So definitely need a reservation if you're going to eat there at any time other than really obscure hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. So do you have a ride, an eatery, or a show that you feel is underappreciated?
Tough question. One that everyone else thinks is rubbish, but you think it's quite good.
I loved Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
We loved Beetlejuice.
The guy who played the wolf and Beetlejuice. The most active one was Beetlejuice and the werewolf. I mean, the werewolf actually came out. My mom is awesome at taking pictures. She got one of him jumping up in the air.
Cool.
Go ahead, jump.
Yeah, it was a very fun show, and it just brought back. I guess it just kind of takes you back to when that film was out and makes you think about the time frame, and it's just a happy place in your life. Do you know what I mean?
It definitely is, yes.
You're a big Beetlejuice fan.
And it doesn't hurt that it was almost Halloween, so Beetlejuice was very timely and fitting. I could see why other people might not be so enthused about it, but given that, it's the month of Halloween and there's creepiness, it was perfect. I really enjoyed it.
I personally like the horror makeup show.
Yes.
And I could not believe that it wasn't more attended than it was when we were there. Because it's so well done.
It's so funny.
They had such a good time. The lady they pulled up from the audience
she was terrified. Oh, and you know how the little monster came out?
Yes.
Oh, that was so funny. She was like, she's doing it, and then it just lunged out and got her by the shoulders and then looked at him, and then he started chasing him.
Well, it was funny is that she was Asian, and they asked her if she spoke English, and she said, not really. They said, perfect.
And then they used that trick knife.
Yes.
Yes. Nice.
They used that trick knife on her. I was like, whoa.
Yes, Jade said, why has that woman got strawberry
jam
coming out of her arm?
Yeah.
Now, Disaster was fun.
Yeah.
We got fortunate in Disaster by having a rather exuberant child.
Jumping up and down, putting my hand up.
He got picked to be in Disaster by literally jumping up and down. And
they said, you'll be my stunt kid. And all I had to do was there was a little ledge and I had to jump off into a little pad. And then when it actually happened, I was up in a burning building, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson caught me.
Yeah, so I wish we could have had that clip because there's Jonas, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is holding him, and you're thinking, gosh, man, I would love to be able to show people this story and go, yeah, Dwayne and my son, they're real tight,
Yeah.
And they've missed a trick there, haven't they? They could sell those DVDs.
They need to be selling those DVDs. What are they thinking?
Exactly. We couldn't believe it. We'd have so paid for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, how did you guys ride Disaster?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you know how they have at a certain point they have somebody fixing a garden?
Yes.
Well, that was funny how she got shot by lightning. It was
It was an older lady, and she
Older
just
lady.
poof,
She's like,
disappeared.
The look on
and then her
the look
skeleton-
on a kid's face during these things is priceless. I mean,
And then she was like, on the ride, we saw her, she said,
she just had this shocked look on her face.
she was like, why'd they have to kill
Why'd
me?
they have to kill me? Was basically the look on her face when she suddenly disappears from the video.
And I have one other strange thing that I really enjoyed. They have the new Coke machines at Richter's. I don't know if you've seen these yet, where
I think Hunter mentioned them not that long ago. You can mix all the different flavours, can't you?
Yeah.
exactly.
I love
it's
that.
incredible.
I got cherry lemonade and what else did I get?
Our favorite is raspberry Coke.
Which you can't buy anywhere, but boy, I'm telling you, they're really missing out by not making raspberry Coke.
Sounds nice, that, mind.
Yeah.
What about your other souvenirs? Remember what else you got?
I got a pygmy puff. I can show that. Oh, what is it?
Tell them about Pygmy Puffs.
The naming ceremony was fun.
Cool.
Because you ring the bell 3 times and then you name him. I named mine Nigel, and then my friend's birthday was coming up, so I named her Charlotte.
Cool.
And don't you dare start saying that. If you do, I swear I will cuff your mouth shut.
And we've got that. Oh.
We'll have to.
That's a girlfriend.
I can show him it.
And it's all recorded for posterity.
Yeah.
So if you want some
Going out
blackmailing material, I
worldwide.
can chop that little bit out for you and just keep that forever.
Oh yes, we're all for blackmail.
Exactly. Yes, he got his little girlfriend a pygmy puff while we were down there, and then we wanted to try and come up with some names that would sound more British than American, like, because Billy Bob is not exactly what you want to name.
Nigel's very English.
Yes.
So we thought Nigel worked well, and then we just kind of went on a whim on Charlotte.
That is quite,
And the other-
quite British.
Did you happen to ride Men in Black when you were over there? Can anybody remember their scores?
Oh, you mean the monster?
Well,
What?
Jason won. He was high.
168,300, I think.
I hit 18,000.
Our cart kicked the other people's butts both time we rode it. We kicked their butts.
That's what
I
you
loved
got.
the part when they when you went past the mirror that turned you all into a...
Well, they had like the different
were,
levels
like,
showing,
three-legged.
and you were the first top level. I was the second level, and I don't know, Jonas, I think, was third level, and then there were 2 levels below that.
Oh, it was fun how...
So
when
yeah, we did fairly well in it.
Have you got plans to go back?
Oh, we definitely want to go back.
Yeah.
We want to go back.
When do you win the lottery?
It's just a question of how soon and
When do we win the lottery?
and what we figure is we need to time it so that we're going about the same time that you guys are going.
Yeah, now I can see that.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I would
need to win
hope
the
that
lottery
we would do it
You're
in the
gonna
next
need the
2
6
years.
numbers.
Yeah.
Within the next 2 years, we'll go again.
Oh, brilliant. Yes.
So, other than the tips that you've given us already, because Jason, you already put some pretty good tips in there, do you have any others for anyone?
The other one I would give is I saw lots of people who would buy their souvenirs and then be lugging around a bag all day.
And you could send...
And you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You can have it sent to the front of the park and just pick it up at the end of your day instead of having to drag something around with you. So
Like,
make sure
some
you
kids
do that.
carrying around broomsticks and
And the other thing we're looking forward to is going back at a time when Jonas is old enough and we can experience Halloween Horror Nights, because
Oh, man.
we only got to I only got to experience it vicariously from listening to you guys,
Uh-huh.
and every bit of it I just kept going, oh my gosh, I wish I could have seen that.
It
Oh,
is
Well,
amazing.
as parents, you screw up your children enough unintentionally. I can't imagine intentionally doing it to them.
yeah, some people are dragging in 6-year-olds, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, we
I've
saw
heard
a
that,
lot
yeah.
of people with small children bringing them into the park, and
I'm
we
like-
kept thinking, do they know what they're in for?
Yeah.
It's like, that kid's not sleeping ever again.
Ever, yeah.
I've got to say, I am not a squealy type of girl, and I ran through screaming a lot of the time. It was great.
Such a good event.
That was so good. I can't wait to do it again.
See, that's why what we have to do is we have to plan it so that we go when you guys go, and we'll watch your kids one night, and you can watch our kids the other night.
That sounds like a good plan.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to pay the babysitter fees over at those hotels. Holy cow!
No.
I think it's cheaper to have children than to have them watched.
Right.
Duly noted.
What other questions do you have for us?
That's it, to be honest.
Yeah?
We've been going an hour and a bit, so I just
About
finish
an hour and a
off by saying thanks very much for joining us. It's been brilliant.
It's
Thank
been
you
an
for being
absolute pleasure.
the first kid we've had on join us.
You've been a star.
You've been great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys very much. We enjoyed being on it and getting to talk about our trip again because it was a very loved trip by all of us.
Yeah, it was my favorite vacation, and I don't know how long.
She loved
That's
cruising.
nice.
So brilliant. Right, thanks Jason for joining us. Thank you, Jonas and Amy.
Thanks, Lee and Tracy.
You're welcome.
Thanks now.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.
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 Right, as part of the show this week, we wanted to talk about something that we've been planning on talking on the show for quite a while now.
Yeah, we do. The subject in question was brought up by a listener, Craig Lucas.
Who always gets a bloody mention.
Who's travelling to Universal in August with a family member who's in a wheelchair, and he wondered if Universal offer a similar scheme to Disney with some sort of guest assistance card.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
like how you refer to it as a scheme.
you're not supposed to speak yet. You haven't been introduced.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
not your bloody show, you know.
So do as you're told.
So anyway, the friend who's already introduced himself, he's had similar experiences with a family member of his.
Yes. So the friend in question is, big surprise, is Tim Grassey from WDW Fanboys podcast. Hello, Tim.
Hello, how are you?
Hey,
Very
Tim.
good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good.
You're just getting your own back, isn't it? Because Brett and Paul always talk over you, so you think, right, I'm going to do the same.
Right, I need to get my revenge on someone. I don't care if it's
Very true.
the perpetrators.
Anyway, Tim, right, before we get into what experiences you've had in the parks, do you want to let everyone know which of your family members it is that has a disability and what it is?
Sure. I have an autistic brother. He's older than me. Physically, he is fine, but if anyone is familiar with autism, he in the past has displayed aggression in the parks and just in general, and that's really what we're trying to avoid. Basically, his level of patience is much thinner than most of us, especially in high crowd, high stress situations like you'd find in the theme park. So we've been going to Disney World and Universal for many years, and both have been accommodating. Disney has a well-established system. Universal has kind of changed theirs over the years.
Right.
Okay. Tim, do you know if Universal offer anything similar to Disney in the form of guest assistance card?
They do. I don't know if it's called a guest assistance card or guest assistance pass. What they have done for us the last few times that we've been, and this has been one trip to Universal Studios, one trip to Islands of Adventure, is they give us a card where we bring this card to the entrance, the attraction. Whoever the team member is that's at the front of the attraction will basically look at the wait time for the ride, and I believe if it's under 30 minutes is the magic number, they will let us in the express pass queue. And if it's over 30 minutes, they'll give us a time to come back, and we'll have like a 10-minute window basically to return for that time. So when we went to Universal Studios, it was in March, and it really wasn't particularly busy. So the only thing we actually had to come back for was Rip, Ride, and Rocket. But over at Islands of Adventure, we went, I think, January 2nd or January 3rd. Forbidden Journey had like a 3-hour wait.
Whoa.
Spider-Man had 60 to 90 minute waits most of the day. So we used it for a lot of different attractions, and thankfully no water rides because it was about 30 degrees that day.
Yeah.
But what we learned from that as well is we were traveling on that Islands of Adventure day with my friend Zach, who walks with a cane, who's a Universal employee. So beyond the card that they gave for my brother, Zach had, I believe he had a card of his own, or if he didn't, basically knew the system well enough that that we could kind of get around certain things.
Right.
So it was very helpful. And I'll get into more detail for that, but it sounds like you guys have specific questions that you want to address before I start rambling.
Nothing particularly, to be honest. I mean, like one of the biggest, obviously, like with your brother, like Craig, who we've talked to about it, and this was kind of for his benefit mainly, and anybody else who was interested, but he's going with somebody in a wheelchair. Now, that's pretty obvious that that person has a problem. With your brother, I assume it's not as obvious. So when you went, okay, right, maybe it is then.
It is. I mean...
You know what I mean, though?
No, I know what you're saying. I mean, if you have someone... I know that at Disney, they won't question, and I think legally you're not allowed to necessarily question a disability.
Right.
But if someone presents someone at guest services at either Disney or Universal with like ADHD, which is on the autism spectrum, but is by no means the same as being autistic, I would recommend that person have a doctor's note of some sort,
right?
Just to kind of, cover yourself. Odds are it won't be an issue. Odds are you won't need it, but it'll give you that peace of mind that you might need. Yeah. And I mean, with my brother, oftentimes the joke that we just make is, you guys just want to watch him for 5 minutes and see what happens. Because, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's conscious or subconsciously. I'll kind of try to acknowledge his existence a little bit more when I'm talking to them, asking what the protocol is, just so that people, don't necessarily say, oh, how are they getting in the front of the line, or how are they getting in the Express Pass without the Express Pass cards. Because you oftentimes feel like you got people kind of staring you down or criticizing you. But now I guess with Fast Pass at Disney and Express Pass at Universal, it's become less of an issue than it was before those two products existed. But
yeah, so you had no troubles with. I assume you just went to guest services, did you?
Yeah, that's exactly what we did. And that was the last two trips. And previous trips they've handled it a little bit differently. I remember on one trip, I think we had 6 or 7 of us, including my brother, and we basically told them, we have a man with autism that's going to be traveling with us. Are there any accommodations that you can give us? And they said no. So I said, I don't really believe you. Is there someone else that I can speak with? And then, someone else came out and they said, well, what are you looking for? And I just said, well, this is what they do for us at Disney. And they basically just gave us Express Passes for the family.
I think I remember you saying that before.
And then on a subsequent trip, Marie, Matt, my brother, Marie is my fiance, to your listeners that don't know that.
Hang on, haven't you just been married? She's not your fiance
Yes,
anymore.
I'm married now. It's new.
She's your wife, Tim.
Whatever the next one is.
Bless me, still getting used to it.
So Marie and Matt and I were going around Universal one day, and we went again to get one of these passes, and they were fighting us again. And I don't remember what time of year it was, but it wasn't particularly crowded, so we just said, forget it. And I think we wound up maybe having to have waited for something for 20 minutes, but this was before Rip Ride Rocket came in. So if we waited for anything for 20 minutes, it was probably like having to wait for a full Shrek show to go through.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything too bad. I mean, if you remember Universal and Islands of Adventure before Harry Potter and Rip Ride and Rocket, I mean, you could find days of the year where marquee attractions had 5-minute waits, and you could walk onto everything all day. So I think it was one of those days where we didn't even bother. But yeah, I mean, they've kind of changed it over the years, but it now sounds like they have a legitimate system in place that seems to be working for them.
Which is good.
And they should do. I mean, I take it that card you get, it's unlimited. There's not.
I don't really know. I mean, I think it's supposed to be one attraction per window, so it's kind of treated like Disney's Fast Pass system.
Yeah.
But on one of the days that we were there, they actually allowed us to use it for both Ollivanders and Forbidden Journey at the same time. So I think probably because Forbidden Journey had a 3-hour wait, they told us to come back in like 2.5 hours, or being nice to us. And then for Ollivanders, I think they told us to come back in an hour. So we did that, and all was all was fine. But I think they were telling us that we really shouldn't have two open attractions at the same time. That if we were to go to another attraction, they should have closed off the opportunity for us to go back to the previous one. So it's kind of like the way Disney's Fast Pass works. Not quite, but it was definitely useful. I know that my brother couldn't have stood in that Harry Potter wait.
I'm not sure I could have stood in 3-hour queue, to be honest.
And what we were told by our friend Zach, who is an employee there, was that actually they won't put the Forbidden Journey wait time higher than 3 hours, regardless of how long it is. So,
really,
I guess fun fact: if you see 180 minutes, it might be longer than that.
So you say when you take your card to the front of the attraction, do they actually give you something?
They write on it, which seems not really like the best approach. When you see the high-tech systems that are kind of going into place at Disney right now that they're testing, you'd think that they'd want to be able to scan something, and they do that already for Express Pass. That you'd want like some sort of barcode scanner to kind of give you an idea of the ride return time. But no, it's all handwritten. I think that it could be, not to give your listeners any ideas, it could probably be forged, if you got a pen, which is very impressive technology, I know. But
it's funny considering that they're clamping down on things at the moment with putting for the front of the line passes for staying in the hotels now. You now get a photograph taken to be part of your room key card, because apparently people are abusing that privilege by, like, say you went in with your family and say you and Marie stayed in the hotel and the 4 other members of your family stayed off-site, you would get 2 room key cards, and as it was without the photos on it, you would be able to use them and then pass them to the next 2 and then pass them to the next 2 and use them over and over again for 6 people rather than just 2. So they're now putting photo ID on them, so only the people who are staying in the hotel can use them.
Interesting. I mean, you hear about the stories for people abusing the systems that Disney has in place. I don't know. I don't necessarily hear about it as much at Universal, but I think any theme park you go to, they build in systems to prevent, shenanigans. Basically, I know that going at Six Flags, I don't know if they have those over in the UK, but just a series of kind of local theme parks that are around the United States, they have like slips of paper that are numbered at many attractions, where it's basically to prevent people from hopping over the queue line and jumping in the line without having to wait the full time. And they'll do that instead of actually having a grouper at the attraction, because their thought process is that people are going to be more upset if they got someone jumping in front of them in line, as opposed to whether they're sending through empty cars. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but just kind of protocol that people go through. And I think obviously with Universal and Disney and SeaWorld kind of being at the top of the game in terms of how to handle these things, it's interesting that some things like this are still relatively primitive, but we were satisfied with it. I don't think we had any issues with it. It also helped that we kind of had someone that knew the system and how each attraction was laid out. So the High in the Sky Seuss trolley, for example, we could use our pass for it, but we would have had to wait a little bit, except Zach said, "Oh, can we use the elevator?" And then we got right on.
Yeah, because the queue for that's like quite windy.
Oh,
it winds right round,
so
doesn't it?
switchbacks, isn't it?
And we did the same thing for the Hulk. Again, requested to use the elevator just so that he didn't have to go up the stairs. Again, reminding the listeners, Zach has a cane, has back issues that apparently aren't exaggerated in roller coasters, but he'll go on any roller coaster, but he definitely moves slowly with his cane, and has requested to go on elevators where necessary. And I assume that if anyone has a wheelchair, that's certainly something that can be addressed as well. I don't know if Craig's family member is completely confined to the wheelchair or if they can walk short distances, but I would assume that the Universal would be accommodating to them.
Yeah, I mean, I find that interesting that they allowed you to use it on Ollivanders as well, considering that doesn't have Express Pass.
Yeah, we were kind of surprised as well. We just figured might as well try it. And really, worst they can do is say no.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. You're no worse off, are you then?
Right. I mean, all it would have been is, all right, well, now we're waiting in this hour-long line. That's... And what would have likely happened is those that wanted to see it would have waited. Those that didn't would have gone and done something else.
Yeah.
So you're no worse off there.
I'm assuming it's just for attractions then. It wouldn't work in, say, one of the restaurants.
I doubt it. We went to Confisco Grill on the last trip, and I think we got the pager, and that was it. I don't think we got any special treatment for it, and we've never tried it anywhere else either, at Disney, for example. So I would assume that it's just for the attractions.
Because you think in the middle of summer, if you're in those parks, the restaurant queues can get just as bad as the ride queues.
Yeah, it's an interesting point.
And that's it's still going to put him in a situation that ideally you don't want to be in. Possibly worse, especially if he's hungry.
With hunger in the mix. You know, it's like having small children.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, no attention span and hungry is a bad combination.
God, yeah. Even just
I mean, it was really helpful, and I'll give another story, and this is again a benefit of having Zach there with us. I've never used a child swap before, but that's essentially what we wound up doing over at Spider-Man. We were traveling with my two nephews, one of which was tall enough to ride, the other was not, and my mother waited off with my youngest nephew, and those that wanted to, and the rest of us went on to Spider-Man, and we went using my brother's pass, and I think we had to wait, the 90 minutes and returned at the appropriate time. And then what Zach suggested that we do, because my mother also likes the ride, I think Zach, my mother, my brother, and I all went back into the exit of the attraction. We just stood there, didn't show him the pass, didn't show him anything, and Zach basically just said, "Act like you look like you know what you're doing." And Zach standing there with a cane, and my brother standing there, kind of being a 35-year-old man that looked like he needed extra attention, was enough to just have them put us right on the ride. Nice. So we essentially accomplished a child swap with just not a child, with a 35-year-old autistic man, basically.
I mean, Tim, you said that as part of you took your card and then they would give you a time to come back and take you down the Express Pass.
Mm-hmm.
What about Rip Ride Rocket? Oh, Jesus, Tracy's away just because I said they would take you down the Express Pass.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was crude humour.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Oh, it's late.
Pervert.
She is a pervert, not a communist, by the way. How did that work for Rip Ride Rocket and Forbidden Journey then that don't have an Express Pass line?
So with Rip Ride Rocket, it basically worked the same way, because both attractions have the lane for the Express Pass. They just don't use them. They're like the Castle Tour. You guys were talking about this on your most recent show.
Yeah.
The Castle Tour lane for Forbidden Journey is ultimately going to be the Express Pass lane in all likelihood.
Yeah.
So they have that, and that's where we were sent through for there. But because it was so crowded, they were sending people out the exit that way as well. So it just was like mass chaos in that queue. And I mean, we knew which direction we were going. They had enough team members in the line to help people, to shuffle people the right direction. But for Forbidden Journey in January, when it had a 3-hour plus wait, we did go through what was the Castle Tour lane, and the Castle Tour was closed off that day.
Right.
And it brought us up there. And we actually ran into, not related to my brother, but we ran into an issue with the restraints as well. My brother-in-law couldn't get the magic 3 clicks for it. And again, to your listeners that don't know me, I'm a big guy. My father is about my size. And my friend Zach is also, comparable size to the three of us. My brother-in-law is the same size as us, but the way that those restraints work, depending on how you carry it, it's going to make a difference. So my father, Zach, and myself all needed the special seats, the fat guy seats, and they sent all three of us on the same vehicle. I was like, it's not going to work, and they were kind of Universal team members. We're saying, what's the problem here? What's the problem? And we're like, all right, we'll go here, and if we fall off the ride, I guess it's on you guys. But we survived, so it wasn't really an issue. But they were getting frantic at that. But my brother was obviously fine at that, and they had the test seat there. But yeah, with Forbidden Journey, it's a little bit shaky because it's such a popular ride, and the team members can only do so much at one time. When it's a crowded day, it's going to be a little bit chaotic there. That is something that we found. But over at Rip Ride and Rocket, it was pretty easy. They just gave us a time to return. We hung out on the lawn there. I think we got overpriced snacks and just hung out for because I think the wait at the time we went there was 30 minutes. So we just basically hung out.
That's quite short.
Yeah. So it was really just a non-issue there. It was a less crowded day. I don't know if it would be more chaotic on a more crowded day, but it really wasn't a problem for Rip Ride and Rocket.
That ride's horrendous at the best of times.
I think the problem is less to do with the guest assistance card system over at Forbidden Journey and just the queue in general. There are several problem areas in that queue that just create issues to everybody, not just those people that require the special assistance.
Yeah.
And I sound like the monorail announcer. For those of you requiring special assistance. Anyway.
Just to come away from the guest assistance card system.
We're going to have to try and find out what they call it.
I think it's guest assistance pass.
Right.
So it is actually a proper card. It's not, because I know you said on one of sorry, Tracy, no button in. The reason we invited you on was because of hearing your trip report and you talking about it, and you mentioned it virtually being an express pass card, but it wasn't an express pass. It wasn't actual.
It wasn't. I've been on trips prior to them having this system where they've just given us the express pass. But this is something about the same size as a card that Disney uses, I don't know, maybe 4x6. And it's a, piece of card stock, basically. It's, I believe it was black with, almost looked like a golf score sheet on one side, but.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Go on then, Tracy.
So, you guys interrupted each other.
Yeah, as always.
That's okay.
They're so cute when they fight.
I'll beat him up later. It's fine. Now, Disney, from what I hear, for people...
I've been there.
Just a few times.
Like with yourself and your brother. I know... Now, I don't know whether this is geared up more for children or for adults as well. Apparently, they have special areas and rooms where if somebody with, say, autism, was having... I don't know how to describe it. Say an episode, a meltdown. That's a really good way. Yeah, a meltdown. The cast members are trained to recognise this and just quietly take the family or the pet, whatever, the group,
take
away.
Them out of the.
Take them out of the area.
Yep.
I'm not very verbal tonight, and it's apparently a very calming place where they can take the time and just get themselves together.
They crank Anya and give you a massage.
Yeah, that sounds good. Do you know if Universal have anything similar in place? I'm guessing not.
Car park.
Yeah. They take you over to the Hess station and get your hand.
Yeah.
Well, with Disney, I've never actually experienced these situations. Normally, if an episode occurs, we just kind of take it upon ourselves to remove my brother from that situation. At Universal, one of the times that we went, I believe this was the time where we just kind of declined whatever they were offering us. They opted to send people in a separate room that they have at basically every attraction, where we would still have to wait the appropriate time in line, but it'd be in a room that has TVs and things to entertain.
It'd be the child swap rooms, because there's one in the Mummy.
So that's what they were going to basically give us, and I believe they had those at most attractions. But what we've asked in the past, that's what we've come up with basically as an option. I don't know that I'm not familiar with the rooms at Disney that you're talking about, never having used them, but I don't know if it's like I know they have like special restrooms that are like baby care centers and things like that. I don't know if it's something like that or what, but as far as I know, it's just those child swap rooms that I mentioned.
Right.
Cool.
Okay.
Anything else you feel relevant?
No, I'm good.
Right, well, thanks for talking about your experience, Tim. I hope people have found it interesting, and it's good to know that they do actually have something official in place now, rather than just...
Yeah, it's definitely better than what's been there before, although I did like the free express passes.
Yeah. Even though they're not brilliant.
No, but... No, I think they've got a good system in place right now. It would make a little bit more sense if it was maybe automated a little bit, but it worked for us without any issues. So I will say that it should only work for the person with a disability and 5 additional guests, so 6 total people. Depending on who's at the front point of the attraction and who's working at guest services, you may get some flexibility there, but it should only be a cap of 6, and that's both Universal and Disney that operate that way.
Yeah. Okay. So if there's anyone else out there who's been to the parks with somebody with a disability and you'd like to share your experience, good or bad, feel free to get in touch. Send an email to us at unofficialuniversal@yahoo.co.uk.
Yeah, I mean, we've had an email off someone who we follow on Twitter who's quite severely handicapped, and she's shared quite a few experiences from quite a while ago, though. So, yeah, anybody else would like to sort of chime in, feel free.
So I'd just like to say thanks again for joining us, Tim. It's been a pleasure, as usual.
Anytime, guys.
And we shall see you for our secret, or should I say not so secret?
It's kind of secret, but no one knows what
July
it is.
July the 4th special with yourself, Brett and Paul.
Going down, Redcoats.
Oh, yeah.
Big talk.
Cheers, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
Have a good one. That is the end of episode 32. We hope you found what we brought you this episode interesting as well as useful.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, and please, if you enjoyed the show, go back and listen to anyone's. That should be anyone's that you may have missed, and also let other people know who you think might be interested.
Yes. In fact, we'd like to know what you think of the show, so email us, Facebook us, or tweet us, and stay tuned for how you can get in touch.
So that is the end of episode 32. Our next show will be 33 and will be out on the 22nd of June, and it will be the Walk of the Lost Continent, I do believe. Actually, I still believe I've got something to put in here, didn't I? I sort of mentioned something about as we did, it's a bit late now, but we did our 4th of July show last year with our trip report with Tim and Brett from the Fanboys, and we had something planned with the Fanboys again this year, and it hasn't quite come to fruition.
Schedules
it will
happen.
happen.
Have they?
No. We have something that I believe is equally as good, but this will also include you as well, won't it, Darren?
Yes, it will.
Which the other one wouldn't have done, so I'm quite excited about this one, actually. It's something that's been mentioned to us a few times by other people of why we haven't mentioned this.
Can you be any more cryptic?
I love being cryptic. Just people either won't give a toss, just go, I don't care what he's talking about, we'll just wait, or it might go, I wonder what he's talking about.
I'd just like to say, people, pity me. This is what I live with.
Constantly. I did it today. I've got in touch with someone who I think could be part of this show, and if he just tell me who it is.
Oh yeah, he does it to me on Facebook too. he'll say, hey Darren, what's up? So I've got something for the show. And then he'll wait for me to say, Lee?
Fishing.
Lee, what do you have for the show? I've lined up an interview.
Yes, I do. With?
And then I have to wait. With who? With who, Lee?
We'll sort out a code word later, Darren, and you can just send me you can just either tweet out or Facebook with this code word, and I'll just hit him with a frying pan.
No, this is usually when I'm at work. Inundating Darren with all this crap that he keeps...
That's okay, I'll save them all up and you'll walk through the front door and be a barrage.
Anyway, so yes, our next show will be out on the 22nd of June. I say 22nd, that's a Friday. Usually it comes out the day before, and I don't really know why I've changed it, so it's probably the 21st. And we'll include our the Walk of the Lost Continent, and hopefully a little interview as part of it as well, which we're working on. With someone who's been on the show before, but we'll get there. Oh, I love it. I'm probably going to make a word of criticism. That's a good word. Anyway, I still haven't come up with a
just say goodbye.
See ya.
And good night, Internet.
Right, well, I'll say bye as well, because I'm off to watch the Queen for a bit. Says it's Jubilee weekend. So bye for me.
That does it for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Between shows, we'd love for you to get in touch. So email us with your spews, funny schmitz, comments, questions, and news to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Keep up with what's going on every day by following us on Twitter @UUOPodcast and follow Eric in the Parks @UUOPEric. Like our Facebook page at facebook.com/UUOPodcast. Follow us on Instagram and Pinterest @UUOPodcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/UUOPodcast. And don't miss a show by subscribing to us on iTunes, and please leave us a review. Not an Apple user? Then head over to uuopodcast.libsyn.com and subscribe to the feed while you're there. You can also find us on Stitcher Radio and at micepod.com. Come find us on our partner site, micechat.com, join the forums, and say hello. So thanks for listening, and remember, be adventurous.
This has been a MicePod.com presentation.
Mice Chat.